Bashers. Hey, Bashers. How are you? It is Tuesday, January 20th at 5 p.m. Now just 5:01. I'm on time, Dean. How are you all? Let's see who's in the room. Who got in there at number one today? The incomparable Mr. Shane McGee. Surely. Basher of the Day sent out to you just 2 minutes ago. Thank you so much for that. And Dean says, Shane, not sure, really. Congratulating everybody, because him and Sisto and all those gangs, Dave Fahrenheit 451, they were the purveyors of this whole little contest, which I think is the cutest thing ever. I'm grateful for it. It gave me a whole new thing to do. Basher of the Day, and we love it. It's great. I love it. I hope you do too. Shane McGee, we beat the Americans to the top spot, Dean. To be fair, was it an equal playing field? No, I was up super duper crazy ass late last night. I stayed up till like 5 o'clock in the morning. Nothing in particular. I was just working on a lot of stuff, and time just slips. Time keeps slipped away, and I put it up kind of late, and therefore gave opportunity to people who had already heard the rooster, so to speak. Melly C is here. Well done, Shane. Congratulations. And hello, Dirk, and all the Bashers. Happy Speedy Tuesday. Speedy Tuesday. You wearing a Speedmaster today? I am. I'm wearing my Speedy. I am indeed. Today, I have a brief little Speedmaster thing. We'll talk about a guide to unusual Speedmasters, which is brought to you by the fine folks at Worn and Wound. They had a really great article that I read. I thought it'd be fun to talk about because, we do still do watches and other than the other feline related things and general pleasantries. Enjoying my coffee. Thanks, boys. I love my midday coffee. It's 5 p.m., so it's midday. I mean, midday I got up at 10 o'clock, so that's very late, so now it's midday for me. But I like to generally have a coffee before the show or during the show. How about you? Dean says, Shane McGee, Americans are fast asleep. We rule the seas. Well, you owned the seas once, but the Americans have the fastest ship in the whole wide world, and she's the SS United States, and she's going to her watery grave thanks to all the idiots who didn't want to save this beautiful piece of Americana, this incredible piece of American history that is so dear to me and mine, and we tried so hard valiantly, but at least she's not getting broken up, which is what happens to a lot of ships. They just get broken up and sold for scrap, and we're grateful she's not going to the scrapper. We wanted her to be a hotel, an Esplanade. I've made videos and talked about her, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. Dean says, Americans, Canadian Bashers, you have truly been kicked. Oh, dear. I talked about the British and the Irish Bashers. Try harder. You need to work harder. No, you know what I'll do? All right. I know what to do, Dean. I'll just post it. At American Standard Time. It was not fair. I posted it at like 5 o'clock in the morning. It's really not fair. What time is it? Everybody's fast asleep with dreams of sugar plums dancing in their heads. Vasilios P is number 4. Number 4. Congratulations in beautiful Greece. We should be jealous of him because he's in beautiful Greece. And Daniel Gutierrez is here. 6 Bashers. Great to see Daniel. Look at what he's wearing. He's wearing a Speedmaster. It's Speed Tuesday. It's the day we wear Speedmasters or dream about Speedmasters or talk about Speedmasters. It's my favorite watch. Always has been, probably always will be, Andrew Welkowitz with Canadian $5, working till 5:30. Be kind to yourself and to others as best you can. Because what are we trying to do on this show? What are we trying to do? We're trying to do only good things, right? But we're also trying to practice what we preach, right? That's the best you can do, and maybe explain yourself a little bit more clearly, as I am learning to do. Only good things. Dean and the British and Irish Lions. I like the British-Irish unity there. That's awfully nice. How far we've come, my friends. Because when I was a kid, not so much. Oof. It was rough times for the Brits and the Irish. Rough times. But you know what? Cooler heads prevailed. And you know who we can thank for that? In a lot of ways? Clinton. We can thank him for that. He was in charge of so many things. I'm not getting political. He was really a pretty good peace broker. And you know what? I'll take a peace broker from wherever side they come from, because peace is important. It's the most important thing we have in the world. So everybody can live their lives It's very important. He did some good stuff. When I hear about someone else's pain, I feel pain too. I feel pain for everything, and for people and for animals. Yes, the incredible words of Julian. Thank you so much. Renaissance. Tragedies in hindsight look like farces. When you describe your fear to someone else, it seems ridiculous. That's human nature. What are your fears? Does anybody have a fear of flying or a fear of spiders? Or I have a fear of bed bugs because I had them. I caught them in a movie theater. We all know that story. But other than that, I'm not afraid of heights. I'm certainly not afraid of flying, though I did have a very small point in my life where I was afraid of flying. I don't know where it came from. I've been flying my whole life. As you guys all know, my dad worked with American Airlines for my entire life. So we flew a lot as kids. So I've been on airplanes since I was a baby. I don't know where it came from. It could be a trigger, something somebody said. It could have been a disaster. It could have been anything. I don't know what happened, but it went away pretty quickly without any kind of major intervention, which was good. What are your fears? That's a great show we should do. There should always be a harmonious combination of the senses and the intellect. Indeed, you got to talk things out. You can't just say it and walk away from it. A harmonious combination of senses and the intellect. I agree. A liberal is a man or a woman or a child who looks forward to a better day and a more tranquil night and a bright, infinite future. I like that definition better. A work of art does not answer questions, it provokes them. Absolutely true. And it is essential. The essential meaning is in the tension between the contradictory answers. Let me read that again because I totally flubbed that. A work of art does not answer questions, it provokes them. And its essential meaning is in the tension between the contradictory answers. Beautiful. Renaissance, you're amazing. Thank you, Julian. Dave Fahrenheit 451, who has been quick. Listen, next time you get in there, number one, you're getting it. I have a new one that's good. You should get it. You should have it. It's a good basher of the day. It's one of the best ones I think I've ever done, strictly from a singing perspective, because I don't get to do a whole lot of singing anymore, and therefore I'm pretty rusty. But much to my surprise, the Thunderbolt basher thing that I did, I woke up, I had some coffee, and I said, all right, let me pull this up and see what I can do. And one take, no edits. I was like, what? And I went back. Is that good? It never happens. Oh, wait, there's one more from Julian. Sometimes we can call what we feel by its name. For example, joy, sadness, love, hate, and peace of mind. But there are other feelings that are so deep and special that we have no words for them. This is often the truth, and this is what people fear the most, the unknown emotion. What can it be? That's why everybody needs a cat or a dog or something to squeeze and hold, because they love you and you love them, and you don't even have to talk about it. He never says, I love you. She never says she needs me. Those are human issues. True love, actual love, real love is known. It isn't. If a cat doesn't love you, oh boy, do you know. And dogs, dogs are more kind of like, we are their boss. We are their pack leader. Cats are a whole different animal, as we all know. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love that sentiment so much. Daniel says, here's a Speedy Tuesday question for all the bastards. Oh my God. Ooh, I love this. Let's hit them up with it, DG. Here's a Speedy question Tuesday for all the bastards. What do you currently have your Speedy on? A bracelet, a strap, and which do you prefer? I'll answer that I have it on its original bracelet right now. And I don't think I have that. I did have it out recently. What did I do with it? I have a driving strap. I don't have that many straps. I do have one, and I did wear it all last summer on that, but it wasn't a great strap, and I do want to get a really beautiful driving strap in kind of like the worn look. I like that a lot. What about you guys? What do you have? If you have a Speedy, what was it on? A bracelet or a strap? Which do you prefer? The beauty of the Speedmaster, my friends, is that it's a strap monster. And I hate to use that term because everybody does, but it's true. You can wear it with just about anything. Looks great on a NATO, looks great on leather, looks great on, has anybody ever seen a Speedy on rubber? Ooh, that's a good question. Huh. Off the top of my head, I can't say. I do want to do rubber on the Millie though. What about you, Melly C? Do you want to put a rubber on your Millie? I bet. Would you go orange or green? I think I'd go orange. I think I would go orange. Panel power, salute the Bastardi. Day 5 without mains electricity here in rural. Oh man, you guys went through so much. For those of you who don't know, that might be on my side of the pond. There was a historic storm on the east coast of Europe, and it hit Ireland extremely hard. We all know about Ray and what he went through, and we all lit candles and did our prayers and all our stuff for him. Luckily for him, his place is intact, and no one he knows is injured, and we're mostly grateful for that, because remember, these are things, man. These are just things. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody should care. It's all about the people and the animals that we love. That's the life is the most important thing. We can look at the Palisades and look at all the stuff California's going through. They're already the people are banding together to really make something happen. There's some red tape, but there's going to be when it's a catastrophe of that proportion. It's so incredibly large. And of course, I think about them every day. My dear friend Mimi Reichenbach, she's been out working for the Red Cross and doing everything that she can, because she was in the evacuation zone. They were like, leave, stay, leave, stay, leave, stay. She got to stay, and then she put on her big girl gloves and went out there to help other people, which is incredible. My glasses are crooked, right? You know what? I'll tell you something about these glasses. I don't have a sponsor of any kind, but I buy these. This is a local ophthalmologist place, and I started going there because the guy used to drink in my bar. As you guys know, I was a bartender in New York City for 30 years. And you make relationships, and it's great. And come on in. Well, here's a couple of beers. Come on in, I'll get you some this. And he's a great guy. I love this guy. He's terrific. I haven't seen him. Got a pair of glasses from him. I lost them in Connecticut when I went to a party. I left them. I don't know where they went. And so I did the Amazon thing for about a year, and then it really started to hurt my eyes. And this is very important for guys and girls that are my age or plus or minus 5 or 10. We start to need reading glasses. I don't wear glasses in real life. I just wear them for reading or staring at the screen. These glasses are local. They're from a local place. I love supporting my local businesses, but I got to tell you, these suck. They look great. I had to have the screws replaced because they kept popping out. They kept getting loose. Like, that's not supposed to happen. I think it's happening on a boat. I'm tired of screwing them in, but they're lopsided now. And Paul went to this place in New York City that is everywhere, and he got a pair of glasses that are perfect. So next time, I just think I'm going to go there, and they're a chain, but what are you going to do? It's called Warby Parker. It's a very big company. I don't know if it's in Europe, but it's very big here now. They're kind of everywhere, and the service was terrific. The people were terrific. The glass selections were gorgeous. And he wears actual glasses in his daily life, not just for reading. And I guess they're bifocals, one for reading, up and down, but terrific. And glasses are a funny thing. And, they affect your life in so many different ways. If you wear a reading glass or if you wear glasses, if there's anything wrong with the prescription, they can affect your stability, your mental health. You can have headaches. You can be tired. They can do a lot of things. So it's very important. Check your prescription of your glasses. Make sure that you're going to an ophthalmologist or an optometrist, his tops in his field or her field, to make sure that you get it right, because it really can affect the way. Those Amazon things were giving me a headache, and I did them for the longest time. I did them for about a year and a half, and I just kept changing, going up, because it turns out I don't need reading glasses at all in this eye at all. It turns out this side I need plus 125. So I was getting dizzy and feeling tired, and my eyes were exhausted. It turns out that this one's got nothing in it, and this one is. So it's just the way your eyes work. Your eyes do not age at the same pace. So how did I get on that? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Kevin Landon, upvoted number 12 today. Greetings to Dirk and all the Bashers. No work today. Hey, Kevin. So I will see the Bash live. Upvote, like it, and subscribe. See, look, my glasses are wanky. Buy the merch. The merch is going to be available soon. I feel weird about, because I have such a great friend and partner in Carolyn Martin helping me get that stuff together. And she's just been so kind and so generous. So soon. Soon. It'll happen when it happens. Drew beat or not to be? That is the question. Let me pull up a great picture. He sent me a video last night and made me cry. Can I show it to you now? I'm going to show it to you now. I'm going to show it to you now because I think you should all see this. Absolutely should. Are you not downloading? You are. Okay. I'm going to pop this open, and guys, Kay, you know how to set back. She had to have her wound drained, and she had to have a little bit of her tail removed from frostbite. But look where she is now, and look what she's doing now. Look at this. Let me take this off the screen. Let me pop this video on. Ready? Look, she's got her drain, and she's got her brace, and look, she's grooming. You know what that means when you're a cat person and you have cats. You know that when they groom themselves, it's a sign of that they're content, that they're feeling okay. And what she's doing right now is the best news you could ever see. Congratulations, beautiful Kay, and thank you so much, Drew and his wife Heather and their family, for being the custodians of this life. Is just so absolutely incredible. Look at this beauty. She's beautiful. I mean, obsessed with her. Look how beautiful she is. And by the way, if you didn't notice, today's thumbnail was designed to look like Kay. And Drew said something. I was like, what is that noise? The cat in the picture with the Speedy. I was going to put Kay on her badge, but I just didn't know whether I should or not. I did do it. And then I said, all right, I'll just let the Bashers figure it out. It'll be more fun. But thank you, Drew B, for that. Cause we love you, man. You're just an amazing person. Calloy upvoted. Look at that date. Oh man. Where was I? Oh, yesterday we did watch Fashion Police with the incredible Michaela de Chantillon and the big guy. And we were talking about a bunch of the presidential election watches, the inauguration. There were some beautiful pieces there. I mean, absolutely some crazy stuff. Clinton's watch. Biden was wearing a Rolex. Blue dial with a smooth bezel. Very interesting choices. I mean, Clinton had Patek Philippe. We could not see a Trump watch. I would assume he was wearing the Trump watch. He has a watch that's called the inaugural watch, so I'm imagining it would be that. But there was no pictures. If anybody's seen a picture of that, could you forward it to me at basherdirk@gmail.com? You know what that is? It's basherdirk@gmail.com, because we'd love to see it. Love to see somebody wearing one of those. And then there was Conor McGregor. I don't like him. And he had a bunch of different. He had a Breitling, which was not my favorite Breitling. And before that, he had that crazy Patek. So there was some good watches. It was more of a chit chat. It wasn't a whole hell of a lot of watches to be found at that thing, to be honest with you. You would think there'd be more. I mean, Biden was always an Omega guy, but look at him. He made the big. But I said this on the show yesterday. You know what? Omega guys like Rolex too. I think everybody likes Rolex too. I think that's a fair assumption. Everybody likes Rolex. Who doesn't like Rolex? And if you don't have a Rolex, like I didn't, you would want one. Milgauss. I love that. I love that watch since the day I saw it. I've loved it. And I am very curious to see what Rolex does in the future with the Milgauss line. You know how they like to pull something from the catalog. They don't bring it back immediately, generally. I'm surprised the Air King is still there. I think that they'll probably pull that this year. But the Milgauss, man, it's going to come back. And obviously with technology nowadays, you don't need a Faraday cage. You don't need any of that stuff. So it'll be probably a little bit thinner. And, who knows what it'll have, 3135. I don't know. It'll have something in it. Be interesting. I just hope they retain a couple things like the lightning bolt hand. And then people are like, well, you shouldn't want that because then it'll make yours more collectible. I don't care. I love the Melly Millie. Because she's the only other person I know who has that one. Everybody seemed to say, I love the white one. Jim Lassick has the white one. I do love the white one. Oh, God, I do love that one. The Z Blue is beautiful. It never did it for me. I think it's gorgeous. Sure, would I want one? Yeah. But I liked the black one the best, as did Melly C. It's the Melly Millie. That's what it is from now on. The MM, the Melly Millie. I hope it retains it because she's, that thing will get beat up and, and I was going to say it would be buried with me, but I'm not going to be buried. I'm going to be incinerated like a good Catholic boy. Oops. Who knows? Fergal's here. Love this artwork. Oh, yeah. It's K. It's K. Yeah, I love doing the and there's a new kid in town. I don't want to hear it. I better be careful. I'll get the channel shut down if I sing the Eagles. The Eagles are probably the most litigious of any band. You do anything by them, shut down. And I think they try to give you a copyright strike. They're so mean about it. Don Henley, come on. You're one of the greatest singers in the whole wide world. You're one of the greatest songwriters in the history of the world. Calm down a little bit. People are just appreciating your art, what you did. I'll never understand that. Maybe it's because I've never made millions of dollars as an artist. Maybe I'd be like, stop singing Partners in Crime. Stop singing, whatever. The Ledge. I don't know. Maybe I would do that, but I don't think so because I think it's great, especially in today's day and age when nobody buys records. Don't you want this younger generation to know about the New Kid in Town or Hotel California or One of These Nights? That's my favorite. New Kid in Town and One of These Nights, probably my favorite Eagles songs because both of them have sick Don Felder solos in them. And you know me, I love me some Don Felder. I'm team Don Felder. I always have been. And I'm disappointed in Joe Walsh for blowing off his friend. He basically betrayed his friend who got him out of alcoholism and drug addiction. Don Felder drove him to the rehab clinic and said, listen, man, we're getting back together again, but they won't do it with you unless you're cleaned up. And he went and he picked him up, took him to the place, checked in on him every day. They went on tour. It was great. Then Felder got fired and he never spoke to him again. Just was like, I gotta be nice to the gods, as he refers to them. So, people make choices. What are you going to do? Fergal says, at DG, it's the Mark II, so it looks way better. I agree. I think that because of the case, you don't really have much of a choice, and who cares because it's so cool. It's such a great combination. Why don't you throw us a picture of that? When you want to throw us another great picture, Ferg? Throw that in the pot. Oh, you did. Hold on. Didn't you do it? No. Oh, I got some LEC. Got some Jello Farrow. Great. Oh, shebangies. Okay. Joe LaFaro says, Moonwatch on rubber. Yeah. Oh, wow. I like it. I like it a lot. Fergal says, hey, Dirk and the Bashers. Happy Speedy Tuesday to y'all. Happy Speedy Tuesday. Got to wear it on. If you have one, you got to wear it on Tuesday. It's just the rules. Millie Mondays, right? I do that. Dean, Daniel, a bracelet all day long on the Speedy. Maybe from time to time, a high-end rubber strap. No leather, sorry. Heard you like a bit of leather. I get that joke. You're a randy boy, you Brits. What is that great song? One word, and down the wet steps. I got to give me a second to get this. Just reminds me of such a great song. One little word in establishment's ear. Bang goes the knighthood, my dear. Great song by Neil Hannon called Bang Goes the Knighthood. And if you haven't heard that record, it's a masterpiece. He's Northern Irish, lives in London, and writes about what he sees. And it's absolutely incredible album. It's about a guy who's like in Parliament, and he's on his way to a knighthood for whatever he did, and he's got a little bit of a sexual deviance, and he likes to go to a certain place that they a lot of cookie stuff, but makes the world go round. Hiteshi, happy Speedy Tuesday. Please upvote. Upvote, it's right down here. Right down here. Doesn't take much. You hit the upvote if you like being a part of a gang that try to make the world a better place as best as we do by talking about the stuff that we do and try to not get it too fringy. Maybe it does sometimes, Friday night. But this is the day where we just get together and look at stuff and share our experiences. And that's what it's going to be, period. At Fergal, I love these. And at Dean, who's to both of you. Interesting. I've got mine on a material black strap since last year and pretty soon on my NATO green prize BJ. Now, Drew B, who's been the center of lots of attention lately, and deservedly so, has not gotten his Bark and Jack strap because the two that he chose are sold out. So I wrote to the Bark and Jack, fine folks at Bark and Jack, and I said, listen, I give these away on the iBashers. He knows who I am. I'm not going to say he doesn't because he does. And I love your stuff. It's really great. It's really great price, great product, really nice quality. And they basically, come on. Just he wrote me back once. Nah, it's probably gone for good. I'm like, well, then take it off the website. And then Drew B went to pick another one, and that one was sold out too. I mean, like, what the hell? I want him to get what he wants, not what he can get. That's not how it works. That's not fair, right? Just a little bit of a grievance there. Just if you watch the show, which I doubt you do. But just say, hey, man, if you don't have that anymore, you're not getting it back, you should take it off the site. And therefore, people don't go, oh, that's the one. Oh, man, I don't want that now. Anyway, actually, it looks exactly like the one on today's thumbnail. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, today. I asked my AI, and there's that new AI that's out, the deep something or other that the whole world, the stock market plummeted, and China released an open source AI that everybody's going towards, and I will not do that as a stance because I just no, I'm not doing it because I don't know where that's been. Not being paranoid, but nah, thanks. Everybody else enjoy it. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks. I'm going to stick with my my chat GPT. Prost, Stuttgart. Cheers, Bashers. Cheers to you, buddy. Daniel, I feel guilty because I have the chips and I feel really guilty and dirty about it. It's like having a fake watch. You feel dirty about it. Makes you feel dirty. I don't want to feel dirty. Danny, what do you mean material? Like a set of curtains? Yeah, no, he's talking about like napkins. Material, I guess it's wool or cotton or a blend of either. Who knows what it is? NATO. Are you linking up with Tim Wright tonight? He named his stream Speedy Tuesdays. Well, I don't own the copyright on Speedy Tuesday. It is Speedy Tuesday for all, but I've been doing Speedy Tuesday since I started my show. So copycat. Listen, you know who came up with Speedy Tuesday? Wasn't it Waco? I think he did. Or Fratello. I forget. One of the watch. I think it might have been Fratello. Somebody came up with it. I didn't come up with it. I rolled with it. And Speedy Tuesday. So does he have a Speedy? I don't know. I don't know what his collection is. I have no idea. Drew B says, no Speedy in my collection, but I do have a new cat. Oh, and just to throw something on the fire here. On Watch Fashion Police, we did the presidential election watches, which we said we were doing last week. We did say we were going to cover it. So we didn't copy the idea. We said we were doing it last week. Just for your edification, you know who you are. No Speedy in my collection, but I do have a new cat. Can I grab another shot? I have other shots. I have a whole bunch of shots. I have so many. This is a great one. Look at this. Are you ready? This is called She's a Fighter. Oh, man. Doesn't it? It breaks your heart and warms your heart because it breaks your heart that she had to go through all of this, but it warms your heart to know what incredible care she's gotten and how loved she is right now. There is no amount. There's no barrier to stop the floodgate of love for this cat. Look at her. She's friendly and beautiful and loving. He said she purrs. We all love Kay. We all love Kay. She's so beautiful. Thanks, man. You're just the best. Thanks for sending me all that stuff and keeping me abreast. And you know how sensitive I am to that shit. And, I'm like a big mush. Congratulations, Shane McGee. You got the number one. Steve Mac 3, evening, Dirk and fellow bashers. Melly C says, unfortunately, there is no Speedy for Melly C. Listen, we all get things in time. And do you have any interest whatsoever, Melly C, in this is controversial. Do you have any interest whatsoever in the Moon Swatch? Would that be an interesting watch for you? Would you be interested in something like that? I have one. I don't wear it as much as I used to. I just don't. I think that they're pretty cool, and I don't hate the fact that they did it. It really, it's the biggest selling watch ever in the history of timepieces now, officially. And it also made people aspire to get Speedmasters. And, I really want Omega, even though that they're under the umbrella. I'm not one of those guys that says, God damn it, my favorite band broke up and because nobody cared, no, my band, I am the guy that says they broke up because nobody cared. I want people to care about the bands. I want them to get bigger and bigger and bigger and to have sustainability and all that kind of stuff. So, people out there say, look, my band sold out. They all sold out long ago. So I was all for it. I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't think it was a crap move or any of that stuff. I like it. It's fine. It made people more interested in watches. People who would never get a Speedmaster now know what a Speedmaster is. And since it's my favorite watch, I kind of like it. Joe LaFar's in the room. He says, happy Tuesday, Bashers. Happy birthday to you, handsome Joe. How are you? Sure, Dirk. I'm ready anytime. Okay, he's talking about me coming in there because Dean does not sleep. You know that, right? He doesn't. He's like a 7 of 9 from Voyager. She's just in her chamber. He's alert at all times. Okay, let's see what happens tomorrow's stream. I'm not going to tell you when I post it. I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to tell anybody. Everyone should have a Speedy, even if it would be the Moonswatch. Yeah, see there it is. I think it's right. What do you think of that? You let me know. I don't know what you think. Wearing my working class Speedy, the Bull of a Lunapal. It's a great watch. We all love it, and he's proud of it, as you should be. It's a beautiful watch. Joe LaFar says, the only thing I'm afraid of is my ex-wife. Well, it's good to have fears of that. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Scotty H says, Airport 75. What is that in context to? Lord H. Here's my impersonation. Salt Lake, this is Nancy, flight 554. Can I talk to Joe Petroni? I've probably seen that movie 50 times. Karen Black. She was a big star. She had one crossed eye. Republic 73. The second I ticked past 45, heights became a problem for me. Hey, Republic 73. These days I get dizzy on a thick carpet. That's pretty great. I like heights. I don't know why. Thank God. I worry about the day that like I'm afraid of, a heart attack from caffeine or any of that stuff, because you know how I love my coffee. Hey, look who's here. Kojak Kronos on the show on iBashers. Hey, man. Great to see you. Yeah, anybody knows he's been on Tim's on Sunday nights procuring beautiful cocktails and elixirs. Last week was a whole James Bond thing. Hey, Dirk, thanks for your comments, Ari Kevin McClory. I knew about the Thunderball situation, but did not know that he had also alleged and won his claim that had given Ian Fleming about James Bond. Yeah, it's ugly stuff. What he's referring to is while they were making, I forget what they were talking about specifically, but I think it was all about, there's a reason why Casino Royale is the very first James Bond book. I'm not going to bore you with James Bond, but we like James Bond, right? Lots of Brits here, lots of dudes here, lots of gals that like James Bond. Thanks, Kojak and Kronos. Great to see you on the show, and I think you're doing an amazing job. I was a bartender for 100 years in New York City, and while I wasn't in a fancy cocktail lounge, my dad owned a bar as a side business, and I grew up, learning how to make drinks there. But I worked in a margarita specific place, margaritas, mojitos, the typical stuff. I used to make people sidecars because that's my favorite cocktail to make. I wouldn't drink it because I don't like hard liquor. It's not my thing. I'm a wine guy. But the crafts and the art that you do is just so beautiful. I'm not a big fan of like douchebag mixology guys or guys that call themselves mixologists. Just get me a drink, man. I don't need the sideshow. When you're at a bar, you want a drink. I don't need a magic show. But the way you do it with the history, that's the way to make that's cocktailing to me. It's like when you go to a fabulous bar in Gentleman's Club in England. There's so many of them. We have a couple here in New York, but not like they have in London. It's the best in the world. Maybe perhaps Paris. I don't have enough experience there. But when you go to like one of these great clubs and you meet a guy that's been there for 30 years, and they are the way they create cocktails and the procedures and the methodology and the art involved. That's the way you make cocktails, which I can't applaud you enough. It was beautiful. Thanks for doing that. What a cool way to watch it. Made me start watching Timmy's show. Hey, Tim. So the Thunderbolt thing is Casino Royale was the very first Ian Fleming book. And what they did was there was this guy named Kevin McClory who was friends with Ian Fleming, became a producer, and he co-wrote Thunderball, the screenplay, not the book. But what he did was he sued Ian Fleming because he claimed intellectual property on certain things. And what had happened was he was like a producer on this television version of Casino Royale, and it was made for American television, and it was not shot on film, or it was shot on this stuff called like The Honeymooners, and a lot of shows that don't last were shot on this. I forget what the name of the technology is. I'm so sorry, Lydia. I'm so sorry that I can't remember what the stuff is called. But it's like it doesn't look good. It didn't last. It's some kind of horrible filming property that's garbage. Anyway, they filmed this thing, but he had to get the rights to it, and he never relinquished them. That's why years later, he alleged, and it's total BS, and he won in court, that he owned intellectual property for Casino Royale. That's why it took them till the Daniel Craig era, with many lawsuits and many court appearances from Eon Productions, Barbara Broccoli and her brother Michael G. Wilson, and they had to finally buy the rights back. And that was only after his passing. This guy had put a lot of wrenches in the bond work. People, listen, when you're successful and you're great at stuff, it happens. I'm reading a screenplay right now from a friend of mine that is brilliant, an absolutely brilliant guy. And he wrote a screenplay about the origins of James Bond story, meaning like how Ian Fleming came about writing it. And it's a screenplay for a movie, and it's so far thrilling, really great. And no thanks to me. Listen, what you did the other night was just incredible. Thanks so much. I had a great time watching it. Dean says, Daniel, Moonswatch you have seen. Listen, you can have one. I have a fear of heights and thunderstorms. Oh, wow. Heights and thunder. I love a good temporal activity. I love it. Oh, thunder and lightning makes me very excited because we don't get enough. In the summer, late summer, we get them here. But it's real. It's real to her. That's unbelievable. Yeah. She agrees, but not yet. Yeah, well, she'll soon, one of these days soon. Dean, common, don't you think they're cool? I have one. I have one I wear to high risk jurisdictions like London. Yes, right. It's really great to wear a watch that you're not worried about that they're gonna like Melly see. You could wear that instead of wearing your Millie or one of your Longines or your beautiful watches. Because London's a scary place. If you go into London, that's where they're snatching them all. Shane McGee, thanks for all the well wishes. I'd like to thank my primary school teacher, Mrs. Cullen. She always said I'd be a bastard when I grow up. That's brilliant, man. Absolutely brilliant. Scotty H with a 1999 super chat. Oh, thanks, buddy. I thought maybe Airport 75 was your temporary fear. Oh, Salt Lake. This is Nancy. You got to find Joe Petroni. If anybody's ever seen any of the airport series, the first movie, this is Alex Haley, the guy who wrote Roots. Roots, Kunta Kinte, the whole history of slavery in America, this monumental television series that was, won every Emmy in the world, really brought slavery to a modern context so people could understand the atrocities of the whole situation. He wrote Airport, and Airport was a serious film. Charlton Heston and George Kennedy and who else was in that? Lots of famous people were in that. Helen Hayes, she's a massively famous actress that Oisin would have no idea who that is, from yesteryear. Yes, was it yesterday? I went sitting on a park bench, and he goes, "What's that from? Some Broadway show?" That was delicious, my friend. Oh, Aqualung. No, it's prog rock. Silly goosage. Thank you so much for that, buddy boy. 1999. But get like 1999. Boom. Certain things have ramifications. I watched Nicole Scherzinger on the one of the late shows, Stephen Colbert. She used to be a pussycat doll, and now she's on Broadway, and she's probably going to win a Tony Award. She's in Sunset Boulevard, which is my favorite movie and a play that should never have been written as far as I'm concerned because it's stupid. But she sang this song on TV last night because we were talking about her. That apparently she looks like Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, I think it is. And wow, that girl can sing her ass off. She's an amazing singer. It was so Streisand-y. Now, people who know singing understand that context. That's not easy to do it like that. And I've never really heard anybody sound like that. She's pretty close. Scotty H. Legend. I may buy a Moonwatch, put it through my log chipper. You know what? We should just send them one. They're fun, man. They're fun. Velcro official astronaut strap. Yeah, that's what I did. I asked ChatGPT to put a Velcro strap on it because it looks great. Whenever you see all those great Buzz Aldrin, and Buzz is the greatest, right? Who doesn't love Buzz Aldrin? You ever see Buzz Aldrin punch that moon conspiracy theorist in the face? Because why don't you tell the truth that it's really you guys faked it? And this old man, Buzz Aldrin, clocked this guy. It was amazing. Because he's an old guy. He doesn't give a shit. What was that thing years ago? Honey Badger don't give a shit. It's exactly what it was. Really, really funny stuff. Melly says maybe. Oh, you'd go green, huh? I know it's tough. You know what we'll do? I'll get an orange. You get a green. I'll wear the orange. You wear the green, and then we'll swap them. I'll mail you, and you mail you me. I'll mail you, and you mail me, and then we'll have both. How about that? Is that a deal? We should do that. There's some nice ones. Good evening to you, Kansa. Wishing you and yours only good things. Andy, I'm the better half of Melly C, or vice versa. I love what Dean says. Shane, Mrs. Cullen was the only one who said you have a career in digging holes. Dean says, just get laser eye surgery job done. I'm not an elective surgery kind of guy. It's a very minor thing. It's just for reading. I don't think that they can do surgery for reading, my friend, because 2010, 25 for everything else. I don't have problems with distance or none of that stuff. So I don't think it's an option for me. My friend Steve, as you know, hardcore shutterbug, he had to go in. Remember, I said he's going in for surgery, and he popped in to say hi, Steve, everybody. He had to go back in because he had a corneal transplant, and you know what it did? It didn't take. He had to go back in and have it redone a week later. So that took him out for another week, and then it's going to be another like 3 to 4 weeks of recovery period because it's like a corneal transplant. It's a big deal. I don't want anybody sticking anything. I'm only going to have surgery when they say you're going to die if you don't have this surgery, and that's it. If that were true, I would have got my blepharoplasty already because I would like that. Or just find a cream that works because I'm getting those things, man. Sometimes I don't have them and sometimes I do, but it's probably because I sleep less than 4 hours a night. It's probably what it is. Dean, you should have the worst in the world because you don't sleep at all. You just, what is the thing called on Voyager? What is that thing called? I forget. Joe LaFaro, 1999 for Jethro Tull, Airport 75 in the Karen Black imitation. Salt Lake, this is Nancy. That's the thing I take away from that. It's a great movie. It's a 747. It's the Stevens Corporation. Jimmy Stewart is the guy that owns the company. It's amazing. The first one was a 707. Beautiful. Then 75. Then 77 was another 747. And who was that? Or is Jimmy Stewart 77? Ah, yes, maybe. I might have had them confused. It's time to do an airport marathon. And then they did a terrible movie. Not that they're all not terrible, but the first one's a serious standalone film. But Airport 79, Concorde, it killed the franchise because it was hilariously bad. It was like Sharks. It was so bad. Sitting on a park bench. Ian Anderson, the lead singer and flautist from Jethro Tull, one of the richest guys in the UK because of his fisheries and his salmon farming. This is a guy who, like ABBA, because ABBA goes through, they have diversified companies. Very entrepreneurial, that guy with the flute, which I think is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Melly C says, I wouldn't be able to find the front door without glasses. I used to say Alicia Keys couldn't find the key if it was in her door. Because she always sings a little bit under the melody. And so does Mary J. Blige. But now I'll take those because I'm against pitch correction because I just think, unless it's minor. But she's got another lesson learned, or you will get burned. It's always just a little bit under. And Alicia Keys, oh God. I don't know what it is about her. Not a fan. Carolyn Martin says, Kay is a tough little girl, Drew B. You continue to amaze me, as do us all. All of us are amazed by you. A basher of the highest order, my friend. The highest order. Andy M says, Seiko speed timers for me, bracelets on both. Green dial is solar powered and the gray dial is automatic. They both look amazing on NATO's leather and rubber killer watches. I do like the speed timers. They're beautiful. Jenny Gutierrez says that, Drew, you're a legend. That's absolutely true. I meant had given Ian Fleming the idea about James Bond. Upvote. Thanks, Kojak Kronos. Yeah, this Kevin McClory was like a scumbag. He really was. I don't know Ian Fleming. You know, from what I hear, he was difficult, did not like Sean Connery at all. To be fair, he doesn't look like what Bond is depicted as in the novels. I've read most of the books. And I always thought, because you sound like you know everything, The Property of a Lady and James Bond in New York. I think those are the two novels that they have not touched upon, I believe. So, I don't know what's going to happen with James Bond. I'm very worried about casting. I think we're in a weird time here. James Bond is a British guy. And it's just, can they just continue to do that? Because that's just who he is. And I know he's a fictional person, but this was specifically written, maybe in 100 years' time, we can say he's Martian or something. I don't know. Also, the Aaron Taylor Johnson. No. Kojak Kronos, I want to talk to you about James Bond because it's a passionate subject for me. And that's not just the watches, because let's face it, in the book it's a Rolex. He's wearing a sub. Tim had it on his show. What brand should he wear? Like he should switch brands. If he ever goes to another brand, it should be back to a Submariner, period. But I heard that they just renewed their agreement with Omega, so they're going to continue to use Omega, from what I've been told from a reliable source. I don't know how true that is, but I think it's pretty likely. But if he does anything, I don't think he should move to. We should wear Richard Mille or something. No. Aaron Taylor Jensen, no. Joshua Sass is my pick for. And I'm going to pull him up. If you're still here, Cars and Chronos, I'm going to pull him up. No, I'll do it on another thing. I've talked about him on the show before because I've done some Bondy stuff. This is my guy. This is my guy who should be James Bond. Let me get a picture that makes him really look like James Bond. Because he's got many different looks, this guy. Look at this. Tell me this guy's not James Bond. Come on. Tell me what you think of it. Because most people don't know about this guy. He's been a bunch of stuff, but he's like a sidekick actor. Sitting on a park bench. There he is, Joshua Sass. Look at the eyebrows. He's losing his hair a little bit, just like Sean Connery. Look at this guy. Great beard. A-level beard. Great looking dude. He's tall. He's like 6'1", 6'2". Oh, I got to pop this down in order for that to look. He was Kylie Minogue's. Look at this dude. Look at this Vinnie Jones too. Look at this guy. I have beard envy because that's thicker than it's thick as a brick. Let's go Jethro Tull once more. And he was with Kylie Minogue, and man, is he look at this. Watch Fashion Police. Woo! Look at that ensemble. That is the way to wear double-breasted, my friend. Look at the perfect shirt, the perfect color. Look at that. She looks gorgeous. I love Vinnie Jones. Who doesn't love Vinnie Jones? That's my guy. That's the guy I want to be James Bond. Look at this. Here's another look at this guy's. Look at this outfit. Oh, man. He's perfect. He's James Bond. I don't know what happened with Kylie. She got mad at him and gave him bad press and all that stuff. I don't know how that happens. Carolyn Merritt, 1999, to support the iBashers community and Dirk, whose job it is to host our show. It's your show. I just host it. Thank you so much, Carolyn Martin. You're a mensch. You're a mensch. Hiteshi says, Ray, I need to replace the battery on mine. Then it's coming back. Good. Do that. Get your batteries running. Get your battery running. NDM, Kate is so beautiful. Drew, you're the man. You are the man. He's a very humble guy, my bashers. He's a very, very, very humble, beautiful soul. And, but I don't care. He's beautiful. He's a beautiful man. He's a beautiful man doing a beautiful thing for a beautiful creature. And we are all incredibly grateful to you for that. Thank you. And we all want to stay with the journey for Kay. We should have a little party for Kay and all that stuff because she deserves it. Mart's here in Bronson. Happy Speedy Tuesday and a vote. Great to see you, buddy. Look at beautiful Bronson. Ray says, P.S. I bought a Trump watch. I'm whispering the $700 black. Did you really? Oh, wow. Okay. And did you get it? Did you get it yet? Are you going to show it on the show? Why shouldn't you? And then give us a real world review of what you think about it. Drew B says that blue dial doesn't have enough contrast with the green crystal. Thank you. The whole reason why I don't go for the green dial, the blue. What's wrong with me today? The blue dial is because the contrast. Here's some contrast for you. Ready? Look at that green. Look at that shit. Boom. Look at that. I got to get my face out of the frame. Like that is just, it pops so much. But the blue, because there's blue in green. Green is blue and yellow together. That's how you make green. So it just doesn't work. Vindicated. Vincella. Joe LaFaro says, at Ray Ray. Oh my God. Dean, Hotel California. Oh man, I'm back. Oh boy, look at me. I'm slow reading the chats today. Hey, but it's Speedy Tuesday. We do what we want. We can do whatever we want, right? Right. Please upvote. Kojak Kronos, Dean, my amateur's attempts at mixology compared to Dirk's professional experience. No way. Oh, no, Kojak. In all humility, my friend. Yeah, I can mix you a fine drink, but you, my friend, added class and savoir-faire. And listen, like the big guy, Ush, he loves to go to bars and he can make a cocktail himself, but he really loves a great, mixologist, and he enjoys that whole experience. What you were doing there was a masterclass. Listen, I watched it. There was some techniques you used. I've never heard of them. I mean, like I said, like I can mix a nice cocktail. I know how to make martinis and Manhattans and all the basic drinks. I make a nasty sidecar if you like that. However, what you did was turn people on to some interesting stuff. I love the whole Vesper thing, which was so great that it was in Casino Royale and blah, 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 blah. And we talked about Kina Lillet, which is a shame that they don't make that. Do we know why, Kojak, why they don't make that anymore? Do we know why? Why did they do that? It's just baffling. It's baffling to me why they discontinue watches and fragrances. Fragrances being my number one pet peeve. Of course, I'm wearing Habit Rouge by Guerlain today. Guerlain just put out. I'm going to sidetracks. There used to be a bar up on Queens Boulevard called Sidetracks, and it was like a little Irish bar, and then they had a big fire, and then they expanded, and it was amazing, and everybody played there. Mr. North guys played. I don't think Mr. North ever played it, but they do local gigs, like Colin and Emmett and Oisin. They'd all go in there and do like little side things with other singers and stuff. But they had a commercial. It used to go at Sidetracks on the radio. It was so bad. So no to that, Kojak. No. So Guerlain, which is one of my favorite perfumeries, houses of parfum. I wear, you guys all know I wear Habit Rouge because my favorite fragrance in the whole wide world was discontinued. That was M7 by Yves Saint Laurent. And they're never going to bring that back. I've written them letters, and I'm like, people are buying it for $1,500. Don't you want a piece of that? You can bring it out and make it more expensive. Because when I was buying it, it was $60, $70 when it came out in the 90s, 2002. It was the first widely available. Well, they say it was the first oud forward fragrance commercially available. There were lots of them in the Middle East, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But actually, Habit Rouge, which is considered a citrus leather fragrance, has always had oud in it, agar wood, etc. So it's in there. They came out with another formulation yesterday. I guess I'll go to who's the only place that has it in New York City is Saks Fifth Avenue. I'll have to go and check it out, because the original one, the Parfum, was the new concentrate by Jeline Jelk, who's the perfumer for Guerlain now. It was just too explosive. It was like it was dynamite. It was too much. The concentration was just too much, and there was way too much patchouli in it. Patchouli has to be handled with kid gloves, much in the way vermouth should be handled in cocktailing. That's all I have to say about that. But Kojak, what a show! What a wonderful thing that you brought to that channel. It's beautiful. Deep Seek, yeah, that's the name of the thing. I'm not buying it. I'm not going to get it on principle. Call me what you want. I'm just that way. Due to my current situation, nah. We done the first Trump Watch news. Look where that got us. It got Oisin quite a number of views on his channel. He was like the first guy out of the gate with the big Trump Watch. It wasn't even a review, and it was millions. People are buying them. They're sold out. We went through them the other day. They're sold out. It's a big seller. He's got a Les Paul out there too. I don't know about that. Joe LaFaro says it started in 2012 when Robert Jean Bror Founder of watch blog Fratello Watches coined the term on Facebook. Okay, there you go. Oh, is it? Yeah, Fratello Watches. Yeah, Fratello. Thought it might have been. Kojak says, Dean, that would be like me giving Rembrandt a crayon drawing. No, dude, you're humble and that's nice, but man, it's totally not true. Totally not true. Melly C says, not really. I like the Snoopy one, but I think it's very overpriced. It is for a plastic battery watch. It is. I would prefer a Timex Snoopy automatic, loads more choices for less money. Agreed. There you go. I'm talking about somebody giving you one as opposed to that. Steve Zaleski is here. Good evening, Bashers. Trump acted surprised at the new Chinese AI. Actually, he used it to design his watch range. Yeah, you know. Listen, you know how many people everything Apple makes, everything I've got, not my blue baby bottle microphone, made in Latvia, baby. They're made in China now. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying my best. I just don't want to be a part of it. You know, it's like carbon footprints. Like, I don't really want to be a part of that. I really don't. James M is here, the handsome James M, $9.99, catching the show live. Hey, welcome to the show. How long? Here I am, here you are. It's James M. Looking forward to a great week. FYI, have had good experiences with Warby Parker glasses. Man, I got to tell you something. Paul got those nerdy professor glasses, you know, the ones that are like like the old-fashioned nerdy ones. They're super duper duper great. I gotta say, it's a sexy frame, makes people look a lot smarter, and he loves these glasses. The service we got there, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm just passing on a good word. They are beautiful, and he said they're the best quality he's ever had in a pair of glasses ever. So there you go. These, I'm just saying, you know, meh. I like the way they look because they're the tortoiseshell thing, you know. They look good. They're called Vernon Gantry because that's the name of the place, and it's a local place. You know, looks like that they have a lot of. Look at that. Looks like I'm blind, but I'm not. Well, that's creepy, right? I hate cleaning my glasses, and I'm doing it all the time. Thank you, James M. Thank you so much, and welcome to the show. That's amazing, 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 amazing. Was it do 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 do? Wasn't that George Michael's Amazing? That was when I kind of just, once he started doing like the electro dance music, I just kind of didn't care anymore. You know, after listening Without Prejudice, I kind of just was like, he's great. I don't care anymore. I cared, and I went to see him live at Madison Square Garden, and he was astonishingly great. Yeah. That's my story. Keena, oh, here we go. See, this is why. Master. Keena Lillet was canceled because they perceived the public's taste had changed. But Cookie Americano and particularly Tempest Fugit do Keena Lillet equivalents, supposedly. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I never knew why they got rid of that. And specifically, James talks about it, you know, in the movie, which I thought was really, really cool. Cinescope, Kevin Lantern for the win. Cinescope, that's what it was, which is crapola. Bond is dead, gone to the dodo, and Top Gear. Nah, Bond's never dead, man. We should have a Bond show. I did one, Joe, once, maybe before your time, but I mean, what was it about mostly? We did have a Bondy show, but I'm into a full Bond show. I'll do it. DG says, you know, I don't dislike Theo James, but there's something smarmy about him. He was in The Gentleman, and I did really enjoy that. I will say that much. I will say that very, very much. Anyway, I'm so behind the times. Sign of the times. It is time for everybody's favorite part of the show. We get to share and be a part of a community. It's called the Gallery of Bastards. The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublimely absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world. Starting off the show with Carlos Paggi in the room. Are you here, Carlos? Beautiful Seiko automatic we showed the other night, but not enough time. But I thought we deserved it because there was 2 shots and I didn't get to it. Shame on me. Look at this beautiful Seiko. We're all fans. I think we all have a Seiko in our world. Most of us do. And why not? They're affordable, they're reliable, and always beautiful. Carlos Paggi, everybody. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. Hey, gotta go back. Come on, why do you do this to me? Andrew Wolkowicz, I thought it was my bed. Andrew, where's my earrings? It's your bed. They just own it. That's basically what it is, dearest Andrew. It's your bed. They just own it. What are you supposed to do about that? Stop jumping, mail. Let me continue. Hey, Dirk, I've been shooting some pics and thought I'd share them with you and the Bashers. Hope you're well. Stevie Mac. Oh, these are beautiful. Here's the Leica man, right? Absolutely cool. Oh, that's great. Look at that foggy night. In for surprise. You're in for a shock. What song is that? Anybody know? I'm sure most of you know. Some of you know. I know Melly C knows what that is. London town streets where there's darkness and fog. When you least expect me and you turn your back, I'll attack. Oh, that is, listen, man. You want to see something really funny? So Paul's walking down the street and it was snowy and horrible here. And he sees this watch laying in the gutter and he picks it up and he goes, Dirk will think this is funny. And look at this, ready? It's I'm going to throw it out. I just thought I wanted to show it to you on the show. It's this really the worst possible replica of that watch I've ever seen in my entire life. But isn't it funny? Let me get my face out of the frame so you can see it. And it's smashed. But he goes, is this anything? Because he doesn't know. And I was like, no, and it never was. Thank you, Mr. Poggy. Oh, no, that's Steve. Sorry. That is Steve. Sorry about that. That's Steve, Mr. McLeod. Stevie Mac. Thanks, buddy boy. Okay, got that. Oh, Raymond, 10 pieces. That's great. We're going to have a bit of Julian, ladies and gentlemen. I love this kind of architecture, by the way. I love it. You know, what he does with colors, what he does for chiffon. Colors is absolutely miraculous. I'm always amazed by it. Incredible work, man. Incredible work. I love going to Julian's gallery every once in a while. I'm so great we have a platform where everybody can enjoy the creativity and things, not just our watches or our pets or the things we love or our hobbies, but the art that we create as well, you know, because I think there's an artist in everybody. I do not believe that some people don't have a talent. I think that everybody does. Oftentimes, like some people you never know, they could have been the greatest classical pianist in the whole wide world. Have anybody ever put a piano in front of them? You'd never know. Just think about that. Wow, what's going on here, buddy? This is absolutely cool. What is going on here? Beautiful. Art Deco and modern at the same time. Oh, wow. Butterflies are free to fly, fly away, far away, bye-bye. Ooh. Those are great, man. Julian, every single time he sends me a new collection of his work, it's always like a new series. I feel like we're going to different years and progressions of his art, which is always fascinating to me. And who is this woman? She deserves like an Eleanor Rigby song. I think we're going to call her Gladys. Gladys, what are you doing? You having a pot of tea all by your lonesome in this hotel with a crooked lampshade? There's the lyrics. Here's the lyrics I'm seeing. Billowy curtains, an open window, shadows on the wall, a pot of tea, and a crooked lampshade. Is she better off than us all? Who knows? Wow. I don't even know what's happening here. It's a conversion of textures and lines and colors and all kinds of things. And his color palettes are always very interesting too, because it can, like, there's the perfect example of what Drew B said before about the Milgauss, the Z blue. There's the blue and the green. That's kind of what happens with that watch. There's no reason for the Z blue to have ever had the green crystal. It shouldn't have. I think that the white one would have been cool with a green crystal on it. That's just what I think. You tell me. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know. Canada water. What is this? Were you on a trip to Canada? Hey, man. Explain this to me. It's beautiful. Wow, that's cool. Oh, that's great. Is that some kind of aqueduct or viaduct? What's going on? Oh, no, it's a walkway. Huh. Look at the skies. Ominous. Texture. It's all about the texture with our dearest Julian. Beautiful. Velvet rope. Will you get in? Julian, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful art of our very own Julian. Thank you for your work. Thank you for inviting us to your gallery every week. I think we should do a show. I think you should do it in London, and I think all the Bashers should go. That's just what I think. Fergal's in the room. He says, Le Creuset. What do you got from Le Creuset? Oh, some mugs. We like some Le Creuset. I keep my Le Creuset, right? I do. I keep my Le Creuset in the box that Fergal gave me in the studio for whenever I open a bottle of wine, which is only really then, because, you know, I'm not a daily drinker, but I like it. Beautiful Le Creuset mugs. Wow, you beautiful baby. That's the kind of that's what Kay's going to look like soon, when she fully healed and her coat grows back, and she's going to be lounging around in Drew's house with her paw over her face and saying, I love my life. What a beautiful, oh, look at you, two of yous. Oh my God, amazing. Oh, what great shots. Thank you, pal. Look at this. Nothing makes me happier than you guys. Oh, you're a beauty. Look at you. Just having a day. Just doing your thing. Oh. Beautiful. Beautiful kids. Thank you so much. Let me get their let me pop that off. That's Cerise, Ginger, and Saki. We've met them before. Saki being the bigger star, right? Let's get some more pictures. Mr. McLeod, today's gallery. Fantastic. Mr. McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Very cool. What is this place? Can I read this? What does it say there? Edward Stroud Harrison. Oh, there you go. Great mustache, huh? You know why I never grow those kind of mustaches? Because you have to let the hair grow all the way down over, completely covering your front lip. And it's way, way too annoying. It gets in your mouth and it drives me crazy. I don't know how Tom Selleck did it, and Sam Elliott. Great shot. Great door. If I had a door at a house like that, I would go for that whatever that is, like Chippendale blue. I'm not sure what you call it. Oh, look at this stuff. Wow. No parking. Wow, that's an amazing shot. And did you throw that color in there, or did you just goof? What did you do? Did you do it, Julian? Wow, it's cool. Oh my God. CinemaScope. Like, not Cinescope, CinemaScope. Look at that. This is straight out of Sherwood Forest. Wow. That is incredible photography, man. Beautiful. Look at that. You guys are all so talented. That's the best part of the Bashers, getting to see what everybody does. Incredible. Ken says wine. Look at this. Hey, Ken. Great to see you. Look at this. This is hopefully one of the streets I'll be living on that looks like that. Because that's where I want to go. No graffiti. I like that. Did you say where this is? Oh. And Isole de Olena, 2021 Ceparello. Now, where is this from? I don't know this wine. Oh, it's a Tuscan wine. Okay. 15%. You're going to get hammered off of that. Woo-hoo-hoo! Il vino di cultura, il vino in natura. Non disperdere il vetro nell'ambiente. Oh, this is nice. It's 2021. Nice. I hope you enjoyed it. Nice. Don't know that wine, but it's from Tuscany. You know what that means. It's good, but that's powerful. 15%. Woo, it's high. That is so high. Thanks for that, Ken. Bob Randolph. Dirk, here's a close-up. My high school graduation watch, a Seiko day date, two-tone, not real gold. Okay. That's okay. Your high school watch. Oh, that's great. But I do like a roulette dial, my friend. I love the way that looks. Sunday the 27th. Beautiful. And you've kept it pristine, as I know you do with all your other timepieces. Beautiful shot. Looks great on you. It's an elegant watch, man. We're all big fans of Seiko here. We all love the Seiko. I don't think there's anyone among us who's not a big fan of the Seikos. We all are. We all. Melly C, Eminem Madness, Smoking Mindy Madness. Here we go. Uh-oh, there she is, Miss Exotica. With those speakers. Look at all of you cat lady. Your whole house is set up for your cat. It's amazing. Beautiful shot. Oh, look at the Mork. Hi, Mork. Mork. Oh, he's a comfy boy. Devil. She's just a devil one with evil on her mind. You know what it is? That's the killer on her, the pink nose. It's just the killer. It's just that one added thing that just makes her the devil. I just want her to be a cuddly toy, and I know she's not. But she's beautiful, and she knows it. Look at this. Oh man, makes my yes, you. She's playing with you. Amazing. Look, he's so beautiful. Hi, Mork. And Drew, Mork had some serious surgery last year, and he went through the ringer. And look at him now, all plump and juicy, like a beautiful kitty cat, just like Kay's gonna be. Look at him; he's all playful and happy. I'm so grateful for those guys. I love all the Basher cats, man, and the dogs too, of course. All the animals. They're all beautiful. We all love them. Seiko Speed Timer. Hey, Melly C. Thank you so much. Look, some watches. Fantastic. What do we got? Yeah, this is a beautiful watch. Everybody loves this piece. Yeah, it's a fantastic watch. Great dial. Great color. Beautifully done. Very nice. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of lume on those hands. On those, that's amazing. On those alphas. Look at them together. They're beautiful. You know what's crazy? I know everybody probably goes for I go for the smooth dial. I know everybody's going for that chronograph dial, but because it's got the chronograph on the inside there, and I kind of dig that on the Rehot. It's very cool. I like that. And it's got the date at 6. The other one's got the date at 4. These are cool, Mally C. They're both very cool pieces. It's amazing. I like those. I love that gray one, though. I love the green one, too. But Joe LaFaro, Moonwatch on Rubber. So here. He sent this right after I opened up my big fat trap. Look at that. There it is. That's what it looks like on rubber. And you know what? It looks damn good. There is not a single strap that looks bad on a Speedmaster. There just isn't. There just is not. It's just not. And Moonwatch on Rubber. Moonwatch on Rubber. This one is confusing to most people because it is rubber, but it doesn't look like it. See, because it's the hexagonal rubber. This is a very, very, very cool strap, boys and girls. It's a very cool strap. And I believe it's leather. Is this yours, Joe? I believe it's rubber. It's leather on the other side, or leatherette or something like that. But look at this beautiful watch. And that strap is amazing. If you look at it up close, look at all the hex work. It's very, very, very cool. Like a honeycomb. Beautiful. Great shots. Yeah, I would go. Not yours. Okay. Yeah, I think that I manhandled that once, and I believe that the underside is leather. Carolyn Martin says, new watch honeymoon phase. Oh, of course, she's in her honeymoon phase. Well, then there you go. Let's do it. Why are your pictures so small? Oh, can I blow this up? There it is. There's her brand new date just in the beautiful green dial, fluted bezel, Jubilee bracelet in 36. Wow. It's monstrous, Carolyn. Oh, look at you. Oh, man. Did you put tape on the watch on the bottom to make sure it didn't get, did you do the trick? Look at that. Look, that thing is crazy. It makes it look, because of the rocks, makes it look two-tone. Doesn't it look two-tone? Amazing. Oh, look at it. Look at that. Fantastic. I'm just having a book. I can't even. What kind of phone are you using? What kind of camera is this? What camera is this? As I'm watching a documentary on Who Do You Think You Are with Ian McKellen, and he's like, she brings out a book and he goes, what book is that? Can't read that. Very beautiful watch. Beautiful. Congratulations on your honeymoon watch. It's amazing. She means the honeymoon phase. Beautiful, beautiful. Speedy Mark II racing dial on a bracelet. Yep, let's do it. Yeah, this watch needs to be on the bracelet. That's just how it is. And that's fine. Just how man, the restoration, God in heaven, it is beautiful. Absolutely incredible, amazing, 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 amazing. Yeah, that's got to be on a bracelet because it wouldn't work on another one. Because the case is, unusual. But it looks amazing. Look at that. Ooh, I love me some Mark II, man. I do indeed. I'm a big, big fan. Shane McGurk says, Bonkers. Oh, here's Bonkers' dog. We love Bonkers. Oh, man. Look at that. Waiting at the door. That is just, God, that could be read so many ways. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Look at that shot. Hi, Bonkers. Right, Bonkers is up there, right? Like 17 or 16. I think you said that. Oh my God. What a beauty. That carpet looks comfy. Oh, these are great shots. Thank you so much. The dogs don't get half the attention on this. Guys, send your dogs. If you have a dog, it's not all cats. You know that. But here's Drew, Gallery of Bashtards, just so Kay doesn't get all the attention. Here's the other gang. There we go. You know how many cats he's got in his house, right? Quite a bit. We love you guys too. But they're taken to Kay, and no problems. No problems at all. It's all going smoothly, and they're not interfering with her apparatus and all that stuff. Or is she being kept in a separate area away from them? Have they sniffed her out? What have they done? What's going on? Because, cats can be dicks. They can be. But I don't think yours are because they're beautiful and they know where the love is. Where is the love? Where is the love? Beautiful. That's a beautiful story. We love them. Fantastic. And that's the Gallery of Bastards, my friends. Your show, I just hosted.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime leaves of the Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
You share them with me, and I share with the world. That's how it works. Andy M says, my friend is legally blind, dog and stick. He has very limited vision in one eye and serious issues with both retinas. He still can't believe Melly hasn't gotten a dog and a stick. Wow. There's definitely different variations to that. It's not that bad, though, is it, Melly? I mean, do you need some kind of restorative correction, like my friend Steve did, but his prognosis is terrific with his corneal transplant. Andy M says the Canada Wharf, London, methinks. Thank you for that. Raver says, God damn it. Could we not organize Julian's exhibition out here on the rock? Yeah, well, to Ireland, the west of Ireland, everybody in the west of Ireland. He's in London town, my friend, or outside of London town. I mean, it's all up to him. Listen, he's a very private guy, and I've been pushing him for a while. I don't want to push too hard because, people don't like being pushed past their, their thresholds. And I'm not that guy to ever do that. It's not right. But it's a great thing if he wanted to do it because I know I would come for sure. Ray, what size jumper do you wear? Where's me jumper? He says, large or extra large, Auntie Carolyn. There you go. Andy M says, Seiko's rock. Chrono for me. You like the chrono? Well, they're both chronos. It had the chrono on the inside, it looks like, on the Rehot. Very, very cool. Carolyn Martin says to everybody else, I'm getting inventory together and we'll report back on, and because those are made specially for the giveaways for the anniversary show, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. When we do set up like a Bashers merch thing, stuff will be available. We'll totally let you guys know, of course. I don't have any. Every single one she gave to me, I gave away because I'd rather you guys have it than me. Because I'm on my mugs on the TV every day, so who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares, right? Who cares? Rather you have it than me have it. That's just how it works, But where did I go from there? I'm missing the chat. There I was. Yeah, so that's the story with that. Sorry, soundbar timed out. What does that mean? Sorry, soundbar timed out. What does that mean? Soundbar timed out. Must be your end, not mine. What happened? I don't know. I mean, on the show. Sail cloth strap. Yeah, beautiful stuff, right? Absolutely gorgeous. DG says, Carolyn Martin, thank you. Would love one. Yeah. Well, we'll get it together soon. I can't make any promises on when, but because Dean will scold me for it. What time was I on today, guys? I think I was on at 5:00 and maybe 18 seconds ish. There's Drew B. He says, great date, just the green is class. Me agree. Yeah. Carolyn says, thanks, Bashers. It's a nice watch, and everybody's loving Bonkers, of course. Here we go. Here's the story. Not introduced to her, not introducing her to the rest of the herd quite yet. No, because it's imperative that you don't. You want safety and happiness, and you don't want any fights and all that stuff. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. She says, unfortunately, it's genetic. Okay. So there's no kind of, well, we could talk about that privately. You know how to get a hold of me. I don't want to air anything on the show. It's not necessary. But we love you, and you're the best. Rust started reading Clive Cussler's Dirk Pitt novels, ripe for canceling, i.e. didn't age well. My point, though, is one novel, Night Probe, Dirk teams up with... I heard about that. Dirk Pitt. Obviously, I know who all the Dirks are because, Dirk Pitt, Dirk Benedict, Dirk Bogart, Dirk Diggler. The guy who impersonates me online. But yeah, I'd heard about that Bond and Dirk Pitt get together. Yeah. Clive Cussler. Yeah. I don't read fiction other than classic shit. Like, I did read all the Bond stuff. No idea late. No, I was on time, baby. I was like, ready for this, Regina? Let's do this. Go. And Raver says, Auntie Carolyn, I shocked at you lying to the U.S. Postal. Nothing of the sort, my dearest friends. She would never do that. Never in a million years would she do that. Anyway, guys, 6:30, an hour and a half show. What a great show. Thanks for joining me today on the show that I host, but it's your show, The Bashers. I can't thank you enough. Thanks, everybody. Very nice little super chat action today. Thank you for supporting the show and being the people that you are. Andrew Wolkowicz, Scotty H, Joe LaFaro, Carolyn Martin, James M. Thank you, guys. Very sweet. Thanks for tuning in. It's your show. I host it. I'm just so grateful to be here. It's the top of the week. I love Speedy Tuesday. And I'm going to look into leather straps. I want to know all about it. Rubber straps. How cool is that? I never really thought about it before, but there you go. Amazing. It's a great show. Thanks to everybody who commented and chimed on in. Special thanks to all our beautiful people with the love and the care of the animals. That's what we care about a lot on this show. Drew, what can I say? Amazing stuff that you do. I know you're a humble guy and whatever. Whatever. Just take it. Damn it. Credit goes where credit's due, right? You can get a hold of me at basherdirk@gmail.com. That is basherdirk@gmail.com to send me your shots, the sublime, the obscure. If you saved a cat, or you bought a car, or you bought a watch, thinking about a strap, or you found a shitter in the... Isn't this funny, though? This is fucking hilarious, right? Look at this thing. It's green, so it's not... Oh, it's green. I have a blue screen right now. It's see-through right now. Look at this shitter. It's amazing. And it smells like coconut oil. It's gross. Well, I shouldn't even touch it. But he found it. He goes, what is this thing? I was like, oh boy, what is it indeed? It weighs like nothing. It's absolute garbage. But thanks, everybody. That's the show. Guys, hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, when you meet somebody who's not so nice to you, you don't know exactly what they're going through. You don't know their story. They could be the greatest person in the whole wide world going through something really super terrible. Or maybe they're just a
Basher.